End of the line. Final Filament stream, because I'm just going to look up answers if I need to. I've been playing this game for a while now. Only once per week, usually. And I've gotten to the point where I'm at the end. There's only a few more puzzles that I need to solve in order to do whatever the thing is here. And the game's beat me. So I'll play a little bit, but I've removed blind from the title so that people can chip in with whatever, I'm no longer like, no, I'll beat it without any help. Because they give me puzzles like, oh no, wait, I've already done this one? I've already done this one. Hey, Garrett. Right. This one, I even feel like I didn't put that much time into this one, but it's still, like, not possible. Like, this ain't doable. So there's something else to it, like, oh, you have to go... It's actually telling you go left, and then afterwards you'll go around. Okie doke. Like maybe it's saying go to the left, and then... I always really disliked these diagram ones. Is it saying go up around this, and then down? No, that's the exit. I gotta do that one last. Is it go up? Yeah, it doesn't help. These screens. Really did not care for them. No. Whatever the rule is that governs like how you're supposed to read that diagram, I never learned it. I still can't fit through there, so I don't know what they want from me. So let me see if... Oh, it didn't load the whole picture. But I think I can see enough of it. So the correct solution is to go up here? Outside of the... Oh, okay. And, oh, well, not there, apparently. Saying come here, here, up here, up here, here, down, like that, and down. I missed something there. Wild... I can see everything except for the very top. Oh, I see. Come around this way. Touch this. It doesn't light up. Swing around here. Now it does. Alright, so does that match anything here? It's like, yeah, go up and down, go around the outside, and then... I don't see any of this in there. If this is indeed correct, then I truly don't understand the colored screens, or the screens in general. Extremely strange to me, but okay. And yeah, I kind of don't even want to give this one a try. Do you like it saying? So we'll have to hit. Maybe if I pay attention to the colors, that will. I don't think it'll help to solve it. Like to go, hey, I'm clearly going to finish this one being yellow. Right, like it's kind of saying, hey, that's the shape. Oh, I just. Right, like I went to this. Oh, well, this wouldn't work anyway. Oh, there's the door. So I think this would have to be the last one. So it's like... Oh, you have things outside of here, too. Yeah, screw this. No, sorry. Sorry, game, you did such a good job making puzzles, but I... Blech. Is there just a final... Oh, they can't show the final because you can't zoom out. You can't zoom out to show your work on these ones. And this is what they want? No, hell no. Yeah, no, this is... If this is the correct... If this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Is that how the song goes? Is there a song? Are we singers? Do you sing in this game? Just loop back around and hit that one. Yeah, this is a load of hot nonsense. How is any of that on here? How is any of what I'm doing on here? No. This isn't right. It's actually like this. Nope, that wasn't even close to right. it's down here, up, circle. They think this is really cute. The whole, oh, you circled it with a thing, but you'll light it up later. So much so that you do it twice. Yeah, no, I think that's an awful puzzle. Yeah, like, I get, like, this is, for this to be the first puzzle that you see that has 2 screens, it's way too hard. And the only way to figure that rule out would be with experimentation on a puzzle with, like, 30 moving parts, so... Like I said, the screens rules, I feel like were demonstrated really... I mean, this is just opinion, clearly. I'm sure there are other people who went like, oh no, I get it. It's super clever. I like it. I'm into it. I mean, I've gone through, like, in this game, I've gone through, like, cycles of liking it more and liking it less. It's just that this is kind of the low point for liking it less. For them to go, yep, you're just... What would they have me do? Plus, what's the thing even? Okay, they hit you with 4 squares, but it's like... Do it. Back around. Come up. This looks like I'm trapped forever. Am I? There's no way. This... The purple, up, down, up. Oh, I see. Like this. Yeah, there's a certain part of, like, a puzzle game where it's like, okay, you just need to get into the mind of the person who made the puzzle, and it's enjoyable when there's a good, you know, when it matches up. It's like, oh yes, they think the way I think. This is not... Especially for this to be necessary. Like, when we played, yesterday, we played, Superliminal. And that, you know, was a short game when you get through in, like, 4 hours. And then they were like, oh, now here's the puzzle mode. I'm like, oh, puzzle mode, I like puzzles. And I couldn't solve the first one. It's like, oh, okay, they filled the game with a ton of, like, this is the challenging way of how do you solve this puzzle. And it was nice of them to go, you don't have to do the crazy puzzle mode in order to beat the game. And then when you come down here and come back up. Not activated. Oh. Oh wait, so is this is one? This is the dice one. I liked the dice one. Pad Builder 01. Yeah, that's... I would say that's, yeah, that's one way of putting it. And again, it's not to say, like, no game should ever be so difficult that I can't solve. I mean, that is, in a little way, I have a little bit of ego to want to say that, like, if I can't beat it, then it was way too hard. Or worse, if I can't beat it, then they made the game wrong. Whoops, not you. So I was wrong about which ones to put them on. It's actually like this. Oh, and you just very barely touch some of them. Doing this right? No, I am not. So obviously, if that was the first one, that's the easiest one. And then what do they give me? 6 pillars to put here, but there's 2. Yeah, I kind of I would rather just beat the game, I think. This is kind of the only game that I've done this on, right? Did I have any other games where I, at the end, went, I'll just look up all the answers? I guess I've asked for hints. That's almost the same thing. Well, no. Wait. What am I talking about? Both La Mulana games. Where I said, nope, don't even speak to me in words. Just direct the solution, inject the solution directly into my brain. It's the only way this is gonna work. So, I mean, this looks like... This, I mean, I can set it up so that there's 6 here, and I just touch them all, but then I can't get out, right? Oh, duh, you need to touch all, it's not just touch all the pillars, it's touch all the pads, too. I'm like, wait a second. I think I can do this. They're positioned in such exact ways. So I mean, the two on the ends have to be there. There's no other way. So it's like that, and then you hit this one by going up the middle. Get this one, loop around. I guess nothing tricky. It's just you have to. That's the that. That's the tricky part. Is that it doesn't really look like you can walk through here, but you can. I see. So this is a new bunch that we haven't seen. Maybe I will give these a try. Height jigsaw? Seems like it could be fun. Except... Oh, it's orange. Okay. Orange... The jigsaw pieces themselves are white. So is there immediate feedback if I go like this? Does it say wrong immediately? That says wrong. But if I do it this way, no. What? It doesn't feel great, but... I just feel like I've kind of exhausted myself on the game. There was still a lot to like about it, but... Like, I'm still... It's telling that the story is good enough that I want to see how the story ends. Although I kind of suspect that it may even say, like, hey, you didn't get the true ending, so... Oh, was that not the... What have I done? do it from that thumbnail? Move around. Up, over, here. Nope. Oh, the thumbnail I'm looking at isn't finished. Wait. After I hit this one... looking at the wrong one. Around this so you can hit this first. Get that jigsaw done. Oh, I see. You have to do it like that so that you leave yourself a way out? And yeah, to have to go through all of this without even having any more little snippets of story to urge you onward. Difficult. Multi-requisites 1. Oh, with 2 robots? Come on. Let's see. I didn't even beat the normal, like, the normal multi-robot thing. Jeez. Yeah, there was no way I would ever play this to completion. So we do that. Switch to him and go. Can't do that part yet. start out there. It's this. I should. I was trying to do this part without, like, scrolling down to see the next part, but no, I'm gonna want to make sure that I do this correctly. From here, you go up, you go over, you hit this one, and then go down. No, I was right. Oh, there's an outside. Now I have 4 robots? Fine. There's 4 robots, that's all. Will I even be able to beat this game tonight with the walkthrough? It takes a while to solve some of these puzzles. Nothing there. No progress there. Oh, this look how many this has. Okay. Crazy. It's annoying that they have so many of the... I can just fast forward a little, right? Jump ahead 2 steps. He's still here. He's still here. Wait. Did I do this guy wrong? What's going on? Son of a bitch. Right here is where he's been parked, and then we go, alright. No. I've... No. I see. Then bring him back. Then come up here. Touch this and exit.
Maybe a little late to bring this up, but maybe I'm just not worth saving. There's not a whole lot I bring to the table that someone else couldn't do. I wasn't particularly useful when my crew needed me. I just said what I could to try and keep morale up, knowing full well there was nothing I could do to help. Kind of like what's happening here now. Me sitting here saying things. You, on the other side of this door, doing things.
So here was this one that I worked on for a while and was, this one's not too bad, I just couldn't figure it out. Even though I came and worked on it for like half an hour a couple of times. And so the deal is come here, wrap around that, and this, and then come back. Loop around there, and then obviously do it again. And there's another one to loop around. And then what? Oh, too far. There it is. Which way do they want me to hit it from? Above. No? I did that. I did that. Do I have a jetpack that I don't know about? Has this puzzle changed? Weird. Alright, so my solution differs from what it shows on the site. Oh well. Binary archway. Oh, this is too bad. This is one that I might have tried to solve, except woof. So I never actually got to see this one. Should I? If it's high, and that one's high, and the others are low, and you can't, oh, I can't go above those. Nah. Oh, I see. It was top, bottom, bottom. All right. Good gravy. Do 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 do. Repair archway. Yeah, no. Nope. Like, this seems ridiculous to go. Why put this in the same game as the easier puzzles? But now I'm just complaining. So, purple goes over here and up. No, stays here. Yellow becomes non-yellow. No, he started out as white. Becomes yellow. Wraps around here. Through yellow again. Goes around there. Oh, so he can safely go through the yellow field. Okay, cool. Hmm? Becomes blue up here. Oh, I see. They're both gonna become blue at the end. Do 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 do. No, leave him here. Down. Nope, still not your turn. Oh, so the secret to that one was to have the one on the right do everything, and then the other one just leave. Like, I can imagine a different type of puzzle for this game, right? Like, really complicated logic puzzles or something. Like, Dan came in before Lisa, but Lisa is taller than both Greg and Paula, and, you know, some giant thing where you could spend an hour going, oh geez, okay, who's the tallest, who came in first in the race, who came last, you know. But this there's got to be other types of puzzles which I would enjoy having, like, infinite complexity on, but I don't think any of the Filament puzzles that I've found qualify. What am I doing now? I'm not even sure that I'll necessarily upload the last video of this in full to YouTube. Like, when I catch up to February, I'm like, okay, time to upload February videos. That I might just just cut straight to the ending to be like, so I went and solved all the puzzles, looking them up. Nobody needs to sit here and watch this. Am I doing this right? God, what a miserable solution. Where is he even? Up there. Balance pairs 3. I don't even know what that thing is supposed to be. Whatever.
Hey, would you look at that? You're just a step away. You know, I don't know whether I'm ready to meet you yet. There's still a part of me that thought we wouldn't ever get here. I'd kind of come to terms with my fate. But now, I guess I've got to prepare myself for what comes next. You really are something, you know.
Hey, Faded.
Never met anyone quite like you. Well, I guess we haven't met yet. Grab that last anchor and come on up.
So it is a boring stream today, as I just have my browser open on the other screen, and I am looking up all the solutions. Because I'm not and the stuff that I've seen as I'm going through these, this was never something that I was gonna finish all the way. Like, I love puzzle games and all, but oops. Just really want to see the, you know, end of the game, end of the story, get a little bit of closure. Do do be do. This one looks like it might not even have been that hard. But that's, I'm just saying that. First try. Amazing. Call Alec Guinness. Call Guinness Brewing Company. Like, that's an easy enough start. I would have figured that out. In fact, this one seems like... Are they joking? That seems really... I mean, I didn't try it. Wait, where's the requisites? Where's the requisites? Isn't this just a regular pair thing? I don't get it. So are there more that I didn't do then? Is that the deal? They don't force you to do every single one? Or did I? Did I do them all? Because there's still a whole bunch of orange wires, but she said, like, hit that last anchor and come on up. So I... Oops. Okay, so you don't have to solve every single thing. It was just, alright, solve a bunch of them and we'll eventually, it'll be enough. Achievement unlocked, cockpit.
This was always going to be difficult. I don't know why you had to do this. What were you thinking? Boarding a filament ship like that? If you just minded your own business. I tried, you know. They're always watching me, but I tried. Now here we are.
The slow zoom
I had
in.
to do this. You understand that, right? Now I'm out of options. It's not up to me anymore. I have to go now. Goodbye, Pluto.
And then the ship explodes and I get no answers. Timed escape sequence? Is that what's going on? Reminds me of the music at the end of Stanley Parable, when you get the bomb ending. I still don't know the combination for the escape pods. Or no, wait. Where am I going? I already went into the escape pod room, right? That was how I got to the... up to the surface in the first place. I'm going to my ship. Also, the surface? What am I talking about? Did I have a stroke? Did cheating on all of these puzzles restrict the blood flow to my brain? Maybe I should follow the signs that have the little running man on them? No, I don't want to go up to the second floor, though. Right? Yeah, this was how I got there. Oh, okay. I guess I can't get back to where my ship was, so am I just going here? Is the was there one pod that hasn't been touched? I ain't saving no animals. I'm saving the frames. Just look at all these frames I'm carrying. Alright, so this is not the correct way. And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Okay, so it's most of the doors are blocked off. So there's somewhere that they want me to go. If it wasn't the escape pod room, then this guy could hustle just a little bit more. Clearly I'm supposed to leave the bridge. Like, I wasn't supposed to be here, right? I didn't forget to do something inside of the mystery room. Naturally, it will be the last room that I go to. Doesn't help that it's been like over a month since I was in the rest of the ship, because all I was doing was the other puzzles. All right, it must be they want me to go. Like they left these signs, they left the emergency exit signs lit, and this door is still open. Right? Isn't it definitely here somewhere? It's the only place you can go. Game. Or maybe it's not the only place you can go. Where my ship was, right? Is this where my ship was? This is where my ship was. I have no arms or clothes. This is fine. What's going on exactly? There are two graves. Some people don't have arms. No, there were some people in the game who had, like, bionic arms. Like, they had or arms or legs or eyes or whatever. Like, you know, had body parts replaced cybernetically. So I guess I am, right now, I'm playing as... I forget which... There was someone specifically who had two bionic arms. Yeah, there was one person who had no arms or legs. That was them sitting down over there. That didn't answer my questions, Filament. That didn't answer any of my questions. Well. So it would seem that the rest of the ship, and I didn't catch how many people were there. Like, was Juniper among them? But most of the ship was somewhere, some planet, without any of their stuff, as if they were teleported there. Because somebody disappeared, right? One person disappeared, and they were like, all of their like clothes and implants were left behind, and then later on we see everyone's up in the the bridge or whatever, where we spent the last 5 or 6 streams. We saw a whole bunch of jumpsuits. Yeah, I'll just have to, I don't know. Yes, Nogia, these are credits. So, my feelings on the game. I had mentioned earlier that my enjoyment of the game went up and down a number of times throughout the playthrough. I started out liking it, and then was like, I don't really like these style of puzzles that much. Like, some of them aren't very satisfying to solve. They're just difficult, and when you get the solution, you're not like, aha! Like, there's no aha moment. There's just, like, is this gonna work? Oh, okay, it worked. Which is just, like, a personal puzzle preference thing, I think. And then, when I started to read the emails, I was like, oh, okay. Or no, what happened first? I think I started to read the emails, maybe. I off-stream went and read all of the emails, which took forever. And I was like, I didn't really like the format that they were laid out in, where you were constantly being re-given information that you already had, and still needed to read it to make sure you weren't missing anything. But I'm like, oh, but they give you this real slow burn of, like, nothing happening for, like, 6 weeks. And then, interesting, I'm like, when I got to the very end of how far I had gotten, I'm like, oh, there's interesting stuff happening. They found out the planet's a hologram. I'm like, I'm really interested in seeing where this goes now. And then it kind of went down a bit, and I was like, oh, well, some of these are really tough, and I'm really struggling. And then I was like, oh, there's secret puzzles. And I'm like, then my enjoyment went back up, as I'm like, oh, it's like The Witness. Look, all over the place, anywhere that you see this icon, that means that there's a hidden puzzle there. And oh, look, there's all this stuff that you can find. Like, you really have to be observant and see, oh, so someone on the ship, I guess. I'm like, this seems like they exist within the world. Like, somebody left these here on purpose, organized these boxes here, or moved this wire in a certain way, or lit up these certain lights so that there would be a message here for you to put in and find these corrupted files. And I'm like, oh, it's interesting again. And then I'm like, oh, I'm really hitting the end of my rope with the the difficulty of the puzzle. And I'm like, oh, I got through to the bridge. Oh, interesting stuff. Oh, wow, crazy puzzles on the bridge. And then nosedived, as I'm like, the bridge is way too hard. And the puzzles, I spent most of the stream looking up answers to puzzles, like not even attempting them when I found new puzzles, and was like, I just want the answer. And I'm like, the stuff here is so difficult that it doesn't even belong in the same game. It seems like a mistake to go, we'll have some of the game be, relatively easy puzzles, and some of the game be, oh, you really gotta rack your brain puzzles, and then have an entire, like, 50-something puzzles on the bridge where every single one of them is, you're gonna need, like, hours. Like, you're gonna need to already be an expert in this type of puzzle, and then you're going to have to, like, really, really sit there forever working it out. And I'm like, all that just to see what the end of the story was. And I was, that I had some theories prepared. What were my theories? I was like, we're gonna get to the bridge, and there was this whole thing with, like, Swan had been reading their emails and stuff. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna get to the bridge, and she's going to... Juniper is not going to be there. There is no Juniper, or there was a Juniper, but the person we've been talking to is actually Swan talking to us remotely. I thought that was the most likely thing. I was like, oh, maybe it's that she is just pretending to be friendly with us, but she actually thinks that we're with them, and that's why she keeps saying things like, oh yeah, Swan, our captain's really nice, is because, we're gonna get in there and she's gonna kill us or something, or she's gonna, not trust us. And I'm like, or the other one is just that she's completely cracked, right? We're gonna get there, and she has blocked everything past a certain point. She's just blocked from her memory because she's traumatized by this, that she's been stuck on the ship alone to die. And it turned out to be none of those. We got there and she wasn't there, and then she self-destructed the ship, I guess. It wasn't a recording because she reacted to what we were doing. She beamed herself into the ship, like uploaded herself into the computer, so she was the ship, maybe? And then it explodes, and what's his name, runs off of the ship, and then they just have that epilogue chapter where you are, I forget who, running around with no arms, and you go, oh, okay, everybody else is there. So there has to be some full story that you get if you go find every single punch card, including the corrupted ones. I'm not gonna do that. Hodgepodge of difficulties, where a lot of puzzles don't seem rewarding to solve. Think about some of the puzzles were like math proofs where you're intended to spend hours figuring out the solution. Yeah, and I even said towards the end, I'm like, if these were a different type of puzzle that really resonated with me, like a logic puzzle where you really could, like, step by step grueling get your way through it, if it was a type of puzzle that I enjoyed, then I might like it. But this loop the thing around the guys, control 4 different robots and have each of them rope, it didn't. By the end, it's too bad. It's too bad that I do enjoy other parts of the game. I did like a lot of the easier puzzles. I did like where the story seemed to be going, but just a head scratcher why they would decide to end it like that too. If I hit continue, it just drops me, I imagine, back on the bridge with the same number of puzzles solved. Yeah. So I don't think I will go through and gather all of the corrupted... Yeah, see, here you can see, like, a whole bunch of... So let me try and piece it together, though. Okay. We thought, based on what she was telling us, we thought that they all piled into a shuttle and left. There better be. There better be more story at 100% complete. I mean, I guess you'll learn more about the story from the emails alone, right? Just real quick, down here, when you finally get into these escape pods, it's like, oh, the very last thing that she knows about is they came in here and they escaped through the escape pods. But you come in here, and none of the 3 escape pods have left. There's a bunch of destruction and a bunch of fire extinguishers, and it seems as if they tried to leave, but the doors were shut. So, you know, the engines were running and lit the whole place on fire, and they... What was this? Achievement unlocked, a full deck. Was that just sitting there? Do you hate counting things? Us too. We're pretty good at it, though. We turned it into a career. Give us your money. Count your stuff. So yeah, the only thing that I can figure, I guess, is that they either meant to escape and were stopped, or they meant to make it look like they escaped. Probably the former. And then they all went up on the bridge, did something, and teleported to another planet. And then left behind a recording? A series of recordings? Or they... Impossible to know. But, like I said, I'll look up a video or something. I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, left behind all their clothes, because that's what you saw up on the bridge, were all of their clothes and limbs left behind. So yeah, wow, I wish this had... I wish this had been, like, edited down into a game that I would have enjoyed, because I think I really would have enjoyed it if it was a 20-hour experience with a story that made sense and finished. But this is too big. I find that most games feel like they're too big. Can we talk about how happy I was when I finished Superliminal in one stream? It was like, great. I was expecting it to be twice as long, and I would have been okay with it if it was twice as long, but it wasn't. It was just that long. It was fine. Alright, so I haven't decided yet what to start playing on Tuesday. I've had somebody else come by my YouTube channel and recommend, like inside of my Riven videos, recommend playing Myst 3 Exile. And I'm like, if that many people are saying, oh no, really, do the next one, do Myst 3, maybe, even though I had my reasons for not doing it, maybe I will when it goes on sale. You know, that I'll just have it on the back burner as a game that I will play eventually. I feel like something very weird happened, but we don't quite know what, because if I remember, the girl's voice seemed surprised that the escape pods hadn't actually been launched, and then the conversation in the bridge took a turn that she felt guilty or that she was surprised you were still helping. Yeah, I'm having a lot of... I was hoping that even without full completion that they would still explain the story, and they didn't, which is bad enough in a game where 100% completion is a reasonable thing to go for. Like, The Messenger, right? I played The Messenger and 100% completed that without help or looking things up because it was reasonable to do so. Like, you actually could do it without too much trouble. I mean, there was some difficulty involved, but not that much. But here, to go with as difficult as the bridge was, to go finishing that isn't enough to get even a cursory explanation of what the ending is. Not into it. So I'll have to find out. I'll go either read a wiki or watch a video.